Today on Zilla Boys Podcast, new movie trailers, Taika Waititi Transformers, and Game of Thrones. Greetings, everyone. You're listening to the Zilla Boys Podcast. I'm Jacob, and that's Ernesto.
What's up, everybody?
If you are bothered by the noise in the background, we live in Texas, and it's hot in this office, so we have a fan pointed right in our direction.
We have no AC in the studio.
There's no AC. If there's anything, know that we suffer for your entertainment. I hope that means something and that it entertains somebody.
We're gonna get AC though. We're gonna come up with some bread to get a wall unit or something. So yeah. So
quick reminder for those of you who have not seen our Mortal Kombat watch party / reaction video, check that out. It is on our site. It's very nice. It's very entertaining. It's much like our other reaction videos. It's very entertaining. Go check it out. And also like and subscribe. If you have not liked and subscribed, I would recommend you go like and subscribe. Click the notification bars and get notified on our most recent podcasts and content and other videos that we do.
The little bell, ring it.
Little ding ding.
No, little ding ding.
Little ding ding.
Bell.
Little small little bell.
Yep.
All right.
Little bell.
And for those of you who have subscribed and continue to watch our videos.
You rock for those of you who have done that.
Y'all are great. We appreciate you. Y'all are our favorite people. For those of you who have not subscribed, get in our favorite people's list. Subscribe. It's doing you a favor. It's doing us a favor. We like you more. You like us more. It works out for everybody. Do it. Subscribe. And check out our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and other sites.
Other sites, just like I said before, just put zillaboys.com, Google something, and we'll come up.
Google something.
Just
something, and we'll pop up.
Zilla Boys, where you at? And we'll come at you.
Where'd you go? There we are.
So,
all right, Ernesto, first topic of the day. There's some new trailers that came out this weekend. Not one, not two, but three trailers. There's probably more trailers.
More trailers.
Like, of the three main ones, we got Tomorrow War, starring the man, the myth, the legend, Star-Lord in the main role. It looks like a war movie / alien movie. Pixar's Luca, which is funny enough because that's the name of my dog, or my sister's dog, and The Wrath of Men, directed by everyone's favorite Guy Ritchie. So, of the trailers that have come out, let's talk about Tomorrow War first, because I think that's the most generic one and the one that we don't really like the most.
I mean, okay. I don't Chris Pratt looks cool in his SWAT gear. And
of course.
They're like, the city's like under duress and they're walking around and there's, I don't know, there's like aliens and they're from the future gone back to the past. So
sure.
I don't know.
Tomorrow, it says Tomorrow War. What does that even mean?
They're like, we're here to save right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's like, yes, that's right. And I don't know, man. Like,
yeah, we're here to save right now, but the movie's called Tomorrow War.
The good thing is you don't have to pay for it. So if you,
That's
you're paying
true.
for it with your subscription to Prime, but at least you have to pay for it.
I guess
and
so.
It might be good. Maybe, it's the first trailer. They might come out with a second one. I don't know what the alien
Maybe Chris Pratt will get the Oscar for this role. Who knows?
No, I don't think so.
You never know.
He was working on this film called, what was it called? Triplets. He was going into production. It's a graphic novel called Triplets, where he was going to play a character called Cowboy Ninja Viking, where each triplet
that was his name.
No, that's his skill set. Like these guys are like trained assassins.
Okay.
And they train them in 3 different things. And this was Viking Cowboy Assassin, and that's the name of his character. And it's a bad base for a graphic novel, but
okay.
I don't know, man. It looks okay, I guess, man.
It looks like a really bad version of like Attack on LA. Remember that old movie that came out and no one saw, but I kind of remember because I was young when that happened and the trailers came out. I'm like, that looks pretty cool, like an action movie because I was a dumb kid. And then you grew up older and then you realize that was a really stupid movie. It kind of looks like that. It looks like your generic action movie that came out after Independence Day and everyone's been trying to copy that, but every time that happens, it's terrible. And even Independence Day tried it again with Independence Day 2, and that was still terrible. It looks generic. I like Chris Pratt. Everyone likes Chris Pratt. Everyone likes Chris Pratt. He's a cool guy. But it just looks like a generic action movie, and I don't think there's too much we can say about it other than that, because the trailer didn't show much either. It was like 30 seconds.
So I'm saying, like, why would he do stuff like this when he was trying to do stuff like the other thing? That sounds a lot more interesting. Like
I don't know. I feel like he's a way bigger action star, and he's a way bigger star to get bigger movies than this.
Because did they ever start filming Jurassic World Part 3? Or no?
Yeah, obviously Guardians of the Galaxy Part 3. He'll be in that. I think, and he also is in Thor Love and Thunder. So he's still got some good movies coming in.
Out.
So maybe this is one of the ones he did on the side.
I don't know, man. I mean, I'll watch it. I'll try to hear what people say first. Like, hey, man, it's pretty good. Check it out.
Yeah.
You know, I'll do the word of mouth thing. But
Yeah, it's not good. This isn't like a condemnation of that movie. It seems okay.
There's so many other projects like I heard him working with, and they got canceled. Like at one point, he was supposed to be the next Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
and that fell through.
Which is unfortunate. I feel like he'd be a great Indiana Jones.
Even Spielberg was saying he would be a great Indiana Jones.
He would be. And when they inevitably reboot that in the future, they'll probably cast him. He's a great Indiana. He'll be a great Indiana Jones. All right, next one, Pixar's Luca.
Looked okay. What'd you think?
I mean, it's the same people who did Coco, which you can definitely tell from the trailer.
I think this movie's gonna suffer a little bit.
Describe that. Why do you think it's going to suffer?
Because it's coming right after Soul. And Soul was an amazing... That's like riding this big old wave. This wave is up here. And it's like everyone loves this wave. And then the next wave is like down here.
It's tiny. It's tiny.
I'm not saying it's going to be like this, but it could feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that was a really badass movie. You know?
That's true.
So, I mean, it looks cute. I mean, it's Pixar. I'm going to watch it. It might be amazing. It's got its own thing. Like every Pixar's different. But still has that warmth feeling of it, you know. So I'm down to watch it, man. Yeah,
I mean, it has it follows kids in this one, so I think they're going back to like a lot of the movies that they've been doing recently have kind of a grown up feel, especially Soul, more Soul than any other movie that they've done, and I really like that. But they're going back to kids in this one, like it's going to have that kid friendly feel. Not saying that it's necessarily like adults can't watch it, because Pixar is really good with making movies that kids and adults can watch together and the adults won't try and like murder themselves in the theater, but. I have faith in Pixar. Above all, I have faith in Pixar and their storytelling and how they're able to. Because Coco was great, Soul was great, Inside Out was great. I even liked the Good Dinosaur. I know a lot of people crap on that movie. I think it was pretty good.
I even liked Onward.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen that one.
The one with the two elf brothers.
Yeah, I don't really care to see that one. Not gonna lie.
It was all right. It was okay.
It was their all right movie of the year.
I think it was like kind of on par with the Good Dinosaur. You know.
I can see that. Either way, it looks okay. I mean, the whole premise is these kids go up into lands, kind of like a Little Mermaid premise. They come from the sea, and they have this like little magic thing where they can turn into humans. But if they're contacted by water, they turn back into these sea creatures. That's so they have to hide. And this whole town like hates sea creatures. So
they're in trouble.
I mean, you already know the message is like we're just like you. We're people too. It's like we know the message.
Under the water people.
Under the water people. It's a Little Mermaid, but preachy.
I'm gonna watch it, man. It looks cool, man. My daughter's like, "Dad, it looks pretty cool." We watched the trailer like twice in a row.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's Pixar. It'll be fine. All right, the movie that we both are interested in seeing, Wrath of Man, or Wrath of Men, with starring Jason Statham, directed by Guy Ritchie.
Well, the first trailer didn't really explain anything.
Nope.
This one explained that what's going on.
Yeah, this was the Red Band trailer. Yeah, kids, don't watch this trailer. It's red. It's got a lot of red stuff in it.
Yeah, it's got a lot of blood and cursing and stuff. But yeah, I thought it was pretty badass looking, man. Like his son gets killed in some heist or something.
Yeah.
And then he goes under. He's a crime boss, and he goes undercover to see what's going on, and he wrecks shop on these fools, man.
Yeah.
And
it looks. Film-wise, like a Guy Ritchie movie. It's filmed similar to The Gentleman style. It has that like grayish metal tone feel to it. So I get that, and it has some Guy Ritchie-isms, but I don't think it's written by Guy Ritchie. It's directed, but it's not written by Guy Ritchie, which is not a great sign. And it feels a little generic for a Guy Ritchie movie. I'm saying that coming off of Gentleman, which is a really great and a really return to form for Guy Ritchie. And the fact that he was going to do this movie with Jason Statham, the one he did with Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, and he's doing like another crime movie, like that said great things. And I think it does look very entertaining. It does look like a really good Guy Ritchie movie, but it does look generic a little bit.
He didn't write Aladdin, and Aladdin was really good.
Was it though?
It was all right. It was
all right. It had some good moments.
I mean, it made some money.
It did, but so did Transformers movies. We'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, but doesn't necessarily mean it's a good movie. Like Avatar was one of the it actually reclaimed its highest grossing movie of all time.
Oh, because it reopened in China, right?
Yeah, reopened in China. It's still not great. I mean, it's
Dude,
not bad.
Avatar was. What do you mean not great?
It's generic. The whole message. It's like the whole message of the movie is essentially, what is it?
Dances with Wolves.
Dances with Wolves in space. That's it.
And I love that. That's so cool about it, man. You know?
I think it would be fine if it didn't like punch me in the face with it and the dialogue wasn't so cheesy.
I like it to me because it feels like anime, dude. Like it was like, I don't know.
It did feel like anime.
I thought so, man.
Yeah.
Like, and just, I don't know, just he was the first one. He was the first one to develop the motion capture.
Yeah.
That was the first movie they used it in, and it was like revolutionary because now everyone uses it now.
It looks great, though. I will say the movie that perfected that in every way, shape, or form was War for the Planet of the Apes. Like it or hate that movie's animation and technology is fantastic. Continue, though.
I mean, maybe, the story was a little generic, but I mean, the scope of it was badass. The animation was dope. I mean, the action was amazing,
Action was fantastic.
I thought it was a really badass movie. I mean, I don't know. It opened up to like, was it $50 million? That's what it opened at, and it made like 27 million. 200 was it $2.7 billion.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw it in IMAX and I thought it was amazing, dude.
I did not see it in IMAX, and I don't really have super fond memories of this movie. Like, I thought I was like, that's pretty, and that's all I think about it. Like, it had some good moments and it had some good character moments, and that's really all I remember of, like, the cool visuals, the cool action, and like one or two interesting character moments. And that's pretty much it.
I thought it was really cool, man. I'm
not saying it's bad.
I thought James Cameron came back and made an amazing movie, dude.
James Cameron, I'm not downing him at all. He's amazing, and I hope he comes back to direct more movies other than just Avatar movies. Though those could be great.
We will see. Avatar 2 comes out this Christmas, right?
Yeah, no.
Or next Christmas.
No. Next Christmas, I believe. I believe it's next Christmas. He keeps delaying them. He always delays them. It's like another delay. He's just the director of delaying movies at this point.
I mean, I don't like Kevin Smith made Cop Out and he directed it. He just didn't write it. No, that was a bad movie.
Yeah.
With him and Bruce Willis and Tracy Morgan. Yeah,
but I feel like that movie was bad for like other reasons. Like there was a lot of behind the scenes problems with him and Bruce Willis.
At least the action in Wrath of Man does look legit. Like he walks in and hits that dude there and then just hits that guy and pop, pop.
It's at least going to be bloody. Jason Statham is always reliable. Like even in the Meg, it's just like one of those movies. He's great in it. Like he's always great.
Calvin and Hobbes, or was it the movie with him and The Rock?
Oh, Calvin and Hobbes. I wish.
I watched
Hobbs and Shaw.
Hobbs and Shaw. I watched a little bit when I was in my hotel room in Austin. I was working in Austin. I was like, it was all right, I like The Rock and him, and they got charisma together, man.
They do. They made that movie fun.
Yeah, they really did, man.
For the stupid, like you have to go into that movie understanding like this is going to be stupid but fun.
Yeah. So I don't know. You want to go watch it in theater, or you want to wait till the reviews come out?
I think I'll watch this one in theaters just because I love Guy Ritchie. I'll go support his movies.
Support him. Yeah, let's go support him. We'll go watch it.
Yeah, let's go watch it in the movies.
And
Let's get a beer.
We'll get a beer.
Guy Ritchie movies that are required to have a beer.
I'm gonna take a beer. I'm gonna take my flask in there and drink with my flask.
Heck yeah, man.
Peter's flask. I owe him.
Peter's flask. Yeah, definitely. Peter, he owes you that flask. All right. The next topic is slightly like it's kind of two topics. But Dominic Fishback, odd last name, joins
Fishbach?
Or Fishbach. Maybe it's Fishbach. I don't know. I'm dyslexic.
Is that A or is that O? I can't see.
I don't know. If you watched our last podcast, I pretty much mispronounce every single name from like the Oscars people because I don't care. I don't care. I never cared. Joins the cast of the new Transformers movie directed by Stephen Cappell, and it's going to be continuing the events of Bumblebee.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought this was like the new Transformers, like Optimus Prime, like the Bay movies. This is the different one.
Yeah. No, they have decided like they're just going to follow the events of Bumblebee because I think everyone universally likes Bumblebee, and they're just going to start with that.
People don't like Bumblebee. People like that 2 minutes in Cybertron.
Yes.
That's what people want to see.
That was amazing.
This thing, I don't know, man. Like, this ain't going to be that. Mm-hmm. It's going to be like Bumblebee continued. I'm honestly, man, I'm tired of seeing that, man. I don't want to see that no more, dude. I want to see Cybertron, bro. I want to see the war on Cybertron. That's what I want to see, man. I want to. Yeah. I don't want humans in it anymore, man. I want no humans, dude.
Yeah. Now, part of me really wants to say that people, like fans, have been given a lot of power recently, and I've said this on one of our podcasts, and that's true. Fans have been given a lot of power with like social media and them literally telling the studios like this is what we want, and a lot of studios have given us that, like the Snyder Cut, for example. And but. A lot of people go back to like their generics of like putting crappy human characters in it, like Godzilla vs. Kong. As much as I enjoy that movie, the human characters suck nuts.
They don't have to put creepy, stupid characters. They can just use the human characters from the cartoon. How about that?
Even then, like some of them are still stupid. Like like the war in Cybertron.
They're stupid, but at least they're part of the story.
Yeah.
At least they're not making up a character like, hey, we made a Bob.
Right.
Instead of Spike, you got Bob now. You know what I'm saying? But everyone knows who Spike is. Spike is the character that he's the boy that the Transformers befriend, and and he ends up growing up and having a son.
Right.
Yeah, and his family's linked to the Transformers.
I guess so, but how's that really different from like Mutt and like not Mutt, but the Shia LaBeouf's character in the Transformers? It's kind of the same story.
I thought he was gonna be Spike, but he wasn't. He was.
Yeah, me too.
He was Sam
Witwicky. The stupidest last name in the world.
So I thought he was gonna be Spike, man. But I don't know. I think they would just. I don't know, dude. I mean, I guess I have to see how it looks, man.
I don't think there's a difference between that kind of storyline. I think the reason why a lot of people loved the Cybertron is number one, it's the war on Cybertron, but number two, there's no humans. We just love seeing these transform. We love seeing Optimus Prime. We love seeing Bumblebee. And I think the reason they don't do that stuff is because number one, star power. Number two, they're worried like budgetary reasons. Like that's going to be a lot of animation. That's going to be a lot of moving parts.
I mean, but if they make a Transformers movie that's all digital, like all CGI. I mean, how much? It's just like a Pixar movie.
Yeah,
it's the same thing, but just a Transformers movie.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how, like 200 million.
Probably. I don't know. I don't budget this stuff.
I mean, but what looks more real? I don't know, man. I mean, I like to see an all animated one. That's just me.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought they were going to go to Beast Wars next.
Yeah, me too.
That's the rumor. They were supposed to go to Beast Wars Transformers now. So I don't even know how.
It's not like every Transformer fan in the world wants Beast Wars. We want Beast Wars.
I do want Beast Wars, but it's going to be Beast Wars and the humans are going to be cavemen. Or, I mean, are they going to do like the Beast Wars and it's like 2021, but it's still Beast Wars?
But it's like Rock going to come out of his cave like, oh.
Like they don't transform into cars, they transform into animals and shit. I hope not. That'd be.
Please God, no. Please no.
Okay, what do you think?
I don't care. I mean, look, I'm sure this guy's talented. I don't care. I don't care. Like I'm with you. I just want to see like War on Cybertron. I want to see Beast Wars. I want to see like the other storylines of the Transformers, because the Transformers is a good lore. It has a pretty decent lore for like really good stories, and none of them have anything to do with the human characters. I don't give a crap. Unless they're going to do like Attack on Titan thing, where like Transformers have like taken over the planet and these humans are fighting back in this kind of revolutionary thing. That would be cool to see. Attack on Titan, Transformers. That'd be awesome.
Like a Terminator kind of thing?
Yeah, definitely. Ernesto's eating pizza. I'm going to get a pizza too. This is how professional we are. We don't know what we're talking about and we're eating pizza while we're doing it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why Hollywood feels the need to hire these human characters when all we came to see was Transformers. Same with Godzilla versus Kong.
It can't all just all be pop. It's got to be some filler.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least with like Godzilla versus Kong, I get why they need human characters because they need to like explain some things. But like Transformers, you don't need to because they talk.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I have to see what's going on, man. Bumblebee was good, but it was just the same. I've already seen that movie before. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you said, I've already seen this.
Yeah.
With the humans and in disguise, and they're angsty and going through puberty and life. I've already seen. Well, I guess I want to see a trailer. Let me see a trailer.
Yeah, let's see a trailer. Hopefully for Beast Wars, but it's not going to happen. All right. Anyway, Taika Waititi is going to play a certain person for HBO, and that person is
Blackbeard the pirate.
Blackbeard the pirate.
How crazy is that?
I love this decision with all my heart. I love Taika Waititi. Everything he's done as a director has been great. Everything he's been in as an actor has been great. That's not true. Green Lantern was crap, but other than that, everything else was great.
You know what? I actually went to go back to watch Green Lantern to see him in it. He wasn't that bad, man. He's trying to do a fake American accent.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that was awful.
But he looked good, man. I give it to him. Taika, right on, man.
He tried. Good on you for trying. But no, every movie he's been in as an actor has been really, really good.
I think it's gonna be like a dark comedy.
Oh, I hope so.
Like comedy with murder and mayhem, and he's be playing Blackbeard the pirate.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna tear it up, man. I know he is.
He'll be great. Look, he's a fantastic comedical actor. He was in What We Do in the Shadows, and he had that one scene in Hunt for the Wilder People that was hilarious.
He was the preacher at the funeral. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He just does awkward and just uncomfortable comedy so well, and it's just down to earth and hilarious. And he seems like that to his kid. Like, hey, have you seen like a social media like again? I know I said like a while back we shouldn't like treat the Hollywood celebrity elite as like the moral high ground, but it's kind of cool to see some of these people like doing the work because I'm a director, I'm a filmmaker, kind of like seeing these people. He had like a social media post as of recent when he was directing his daughters because apparently they're in the new Thor: Love and Thunder. And what it said down below is directing my daughter's performance and telling her what she did wrong and how bad she was.
Like, baby, you were horrible. Really, Daddy? Yes. Like, I have to get another actress to take your place because you were just so bad. I could just see him like saying something like that to like messing with her, like, because this is a little girl, you know. I'm messing with my little girl too, like, baby, that just nope, don't think so.
But she knows you're being sarcastic.
Yeah.
She knows you.
I mean, he played Hitler in his own movie, and he made Hitler funny.
Yeah.
You know,
if you can make Hitler funny, congratulations. You can pretty much play anyone at that point.
He's in that movie Free Guy with Ryan Reynolds that's coming out this summer.
That's true. I think he's the boss guy. The boss guy.
Yeah, the boss level or whatever. But
yeah, something like that.
I don't know, anything he does, man. I'm gonna check it out because we're Taika Waititi people over here, right? Mm-hmm. So yeah,
good on you, man. He's gonna be great. He's gonna have his little Blackbeard.
It'll be like Pirates of the Caribbean, but Taika Waititi. Like,
can you imagine Taika Waititi as Johnny Depp?
I want to see him like with a sword, like fighting with a sword, and good I might, and like I'm Blackbeard the pirate, or hear what kind of voice he does, man. I don't know, dude.
No, Korg's voice as Blackbeard.
No, he's got to come up with his
own.
Hello,
man.
Dude.
I'm Korg. This is me. I'm gonna jump on that spaceship.
It's gonna be like real raspy, like like yeah.
Hello, man. I'm Blackbeard. This is my ship. We're gonna go. We're gonna come. Yeah. The revolution has begun.
Hey, there's no toilet, so you have to pee in a bucket and throw it overboard. Yeah.
Here's a blunderbuss. We're gonna shoot a guy and pillage the village.
Speaking of which, so where was it? He's gonna play Blackbeard, and he's released some photos of him directing on Thor, Love and Thunder. Mm-hmm. On they gave it a name now. It's called the Stagecraft stage.
Stagecraft stage.
Not the
the
volume. It's Stagecraft stage. So,
which honestly sounds a little better than the volume, even though I can't pronounce it. The Stagecraft stage.
I don't know. It sounds pretty cool, man.
Stagecraft.
But they're like, look at him. I'm like, no crap. He directed on that Stagecraft stage, for The Mandalorian. He knows exactly how to use that thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's.
Yeah. I'm sure he's been giving it like, look, this is so much easier than green screen. Just shoot it here.
Yeah.
And I'm interested to see like where this kind of technology goes in the future and how much that's going to expand, because I'm sure that it's number one, it's cheaper because green screen's like a lot of stuff. Yeah. A lot of extra work. And it's better for the actors. They can actually react to stuff. They know where they're at. And it's better for the filmmakers because they can actually get like a view of what they're seeing. Right. It's so cool to see that technology progress.
And Kathleen Kennedy said that Lucasfilm is going to be making one in Australia, Great Britain, and LA. Like a huge one, not a small one. Like a super duper like big one. Like
Okay.
So that's gonna revolutionize movies the way they're made, and they'll be able to use that to make TV shows. Yeah, get out of here, man. Man, Russell Crowe is in it. Christian Bale.
Zeus.
Christian Bale is the bad guy. He's Gore the God Butcher.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, come on, man. Star-Lord, Drax, Gamora, Groot, and Rocket are gonna be in it.
It's going to be a beautiful movie.
Natalie Portman's going to be, she's going to become Thor. It's going to be.
Let's talk about that for a second.
What do you think?
I've never liked Natalie Portman's character. Look, Natalie Portman's a wonderful actress. No one's debating that. Natalie Portman's wonderful. I hate her in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. She's boring as nuts. She was terrible in the first Thor. She was terrible in the second Thor. They forgot about her in the third Thor because she was terrible.
The only reason she's coming back is because of Taika, bro. It's the only reason why she's coming back.
I know.
I know you're upset, like, don't bring her into it, but just give it a chance, man. Let's see what it is, dude.
I'm not downing the decision. Like, if he has a story reason for bringing her back, by all means, like, go do it. It's like Love and Thunder. Like, obviously, it's going to be a love story of some kind.
Do you really think the story is not going to make sense? It's not going to be cool? Do you really think so?
Well, I don't think. I think it's going to be fine. I think it's been good. I know he's bringing her back for a reason. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, with her track record hasn't been great. Right. And I think all Marvel fans can attest to that. Like, we don't really care for her at all.
Oh, I don't mind if she comes back, man, because it just makes sense,
Yeah, I'm sure it'll make sense, and I'm sure the storyline will be fine.
I don't mind her quitting after, I'm not upset at her for quitting after Thor: Dark World. That movie sucked, man.
It was bad.
I made money, but it was bad. Dude.
Yeah, all she did was kind of stand around and like have the stuff in her. That was it.
I mean, I like James Taylor as a director, the guy who directed that, but he's just better at TV than he is at movies.
Yeah. I mean, even the first director, the first Thor, like, what was his name again? He did Murder on the Orient Express and a few other movies.
Kenneth Branagh.
Kenneth Branagh.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, great director as well. It just wasn't a great. I don't think it was a great movie. I'm sure there are a lot of people who really like the first.
So you
Thor.
think that Natalie Portman coming back will spoil the movie, or what?
No, I don't think it's going to spoil the movie. I don't think it's going to be a bad decision. Again, I trust Taika Waititi as a writer, and I think it's going to be fine. The only reason I'm just saying track record. Track record has not been great.
I had a question.
What's up?
You don't want her. You don't really want you kind of don't want her in Thor, right? Is what you're saying, right?
I don't want her in Thor.
No, you kind of you don't because you said people in the MCU don't want to see her, so you feel the same way. You don't want to see her in this movie?
I think she will be good.
Okay.
The reason I think she'll be again, I don't think it's a bad thing that she's in this movie, and I don't think it's going to bring the movie down because I trust Taika Waititi. I think her in this movie is not weighing my trust in this movie at all. Okay. But I am saying her track record has not been great.
Right.
Leading up to this movie, she's been
dialing it in, right?
Yeah, she's been a boring character. Again, but that doesn't mean that I'm not excited for this movie at all, or I'm less excited that she's in it.
I got a question.
What's up?
What if they said they wanted to add Natalie Portman to the Kenobi series and have her play Padme Amidala in a flashback? What would you say to that?
I'd be fine with that because at least Padme is a more integral part of the story.
Okay.
Because, look, Padme has never been a great character. Ever. At least when Natalie Portman's playing. I think she was better in the Clone Wars series. I think she was actually given purpose. And I know there are my little cousin really likes Padme. I think my uncle asked her one day what do you like? Because he was expecting her to say Princess Leia. Who do you like better, Rey, Princess Leia, or Padme? And then she said Padme, and he was oh goodness, the worst character, and other than Rey. But she said why do you like her the best? And then she said because she defended her people. She was a queen that defended her people. That was a good reason. I know there's a lot of little girls out there that really like Padme, and that's fine. That's perfect. Mm-hmm. I just don't like her as a character, and she was pretty much there just to be the love interest for Hayden Christensen's Anakin Skywalker. But if she comes back, I'd be fine with that entirely because again, they're going to bring Hayden Christensen back. Hayden Christensen gets a second swing at this movie,
right? And
if they're going to bring him back, they might as well bring.
If they're bringing Liam Neeson back, they might as well bring
they might as well bring the whole cast back.
That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be awesome.
I guess I'm for it in Thor as long as it's cool. As long as it's funny and it makes sense, and they're not just adding her in there just to add her in there to hey, look, we're gonna do this now.
Yeah. It'll be fine.
I trust Taika Waititi.
Like you said, he made Hitler funny.
He did.
All right.
Which is bad. Which is really bad. We're gonna leave.
I mean, that's what it's there for. You can laugh at bad stuff as
Heil Hitler.
The guy's coming in. Heil Hitler. Heil Hitler. Heil Hitler. Heil Hitler.
Heil Hitler the boy. You
know. The last topic of the day, the best topic of the day, the most interesting topic of the day, the one that you were very excited to talk about before we came on the show. What's happening?
Game of Thrones. I'm gonna pull up the whatchamacallit.
Oh yeah. Well, thanks for spoiling. I was leading up to it, but thanks.
Go ahead, my man. Oh no, we're gonna talk about the guy. Dang it, what's his name? He plays the young Rock. He just got cast.
Oh yeah, who's playing that guy in the place in the thing?
Yuli Lakatufiku. No, it's not. Yuli Latukifu. He plays the college version of the Rock in the Young Rock. Because in the movie there's three versions. There's young high school. There's little young Rock. Young high school Rock, and then college Rock, and he plays college Rock.
Okay, gotcha.
And he just got cast in Black Adam as a secret character. They're not telling who he is, so I don't know who he is. And he looks just like The Rock, man. And he is a really good actor, bro. I know you don't watch the show. I've been watching this show, and this is one of the shows that have caught me off guard this year. Mm-hmm. Is Young Rock. I'm not a big, Big Bang Theory, fan, Big Bang Theory, fan, and so I didn't even watch Young Sheldon, so I thought Young Rock was gonna be a version of Young Sheldon.
Yeah.
But I watched it and I fell in love with this show, man. This show is amazing, bro. It's like a sitcom show, and he's breaking the fourth wall, and it's just I don't know, man. I thought Rock came from a life of privilege, man.
Yeah,
because he was a wrestler, son. He didn't, man.
No, man, he didn't.
He grew up poor, man. Just the stuff he had to go through. He went to college on a scholarship. He went to the University of Miami. His team won the national title without him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was on the bench.
He wore turtlenecks.
Ray Lewis and Warren Sapp was on his team.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yes, he went to school with Ray Lewis and freaking Warren Sapp, and they both got drafted. He didn't get drafted. He got cut from the team. Like I don't know, man. And this guy Yuli guy, he plays the part of the Rock where he takes the most emotion, where he's going through the most emotion, like he's the hardest times, the roughest times for him in his life, and he plays them really well, man. And there's sometimes it makes me want to cry because I can just see it in his eyes, man. And
that's interesting.
And he went to like the Juilliard of New Zealand.
Yeah,
like, he's a classically trained actor. I didn't know that. I read that. I was like, holy cow. So and he got cast in this movie with Rock, and Rock picked him out of thousands of people. The Rock handpicked him to play him, because now he's in season 1 is about to be over, and season 2 is where The Rock starts to go into wrestling. Yeah, and he's gonna. Oh, sorry.
No, you keep talking.
And he's playing that part too, and I can't wait to see that, man. But yeah, he's good. I don't know. He's gonna play in Black Adam, maybe a younger version of Black Adam. I don't know what he's gonna play, but he is a huge guy, and he like I said, he can play the really good emotional parts, man. Like I don't know, like the parts in the show where you just feel like your heart just get ripped out of you, man. Like the lows, and you see it. He emotes that very well. So
I mean, you've already sold me on the show right here. I actually,
dude, it's
I don't know
funny.
Why I want to see that.
It's funny, like, and in the backstory of his family, his mother his grandmother as a wrestling promoter in Miami and Hawaii.
Yeah, like
you got like the 80s wrestling scene behind this family movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the movie Rock, it's 10 years in the future, and Rock is running for president. That's the basis of the show, and this guy is like doing in interviews with him. He's like, the American people think that you're out of touch. The American people think you don't know this. The American people think you don't know that. And the American people this and this. And he's telling stories about his life. Like, no, I know about that. Yeah. I know what the American people are going through because I've been through that. And he's telling his life stories and meeting the people of America on that level. It's a pretty interesting movie, man. Mm-hmm. It's pretty deep, and he's just he's like, yeah, I'm running for president, and like I'm one. That's why they call him the people's champ, baby, because he's from the people, So yeah, it's a really good show, man. And this guy's next movie, he just got cast in Taika Waititi's next film after Thor Ragnarok, which is a rugby movie. It's set in New Zealand. It's about a rugby team that qualifies. No, it's a soccer team that qualifies for the World Cup from New Zealand.
Nice.
And I think Taika Waititi is going to play the coach. And he's going to direct it, and he's producing and writing it, and he's going to play one of the players.
Okay.
So that's, if he's going to be in that, it's going to be good, dude.
Yeah. So I would say the physicality of Taika Waititi is interesting considering he's playing a coach.
Yeah.
But I'd still like to see that movie, especially with Taika Waititi directing, and especially what you just told me about everything. That's shocking.
You should watch The Young Rock, man. It's really good, dude. Yeah.
I knew the guy grew up poor, and I've seen old pictures of him comparing how much money he had back in. He had $20 of money in the bank account, and then he's now one of the most highest paid actors in. I think he is the highest paid actor next to Samuel Jackson in Hollywood.
Not just the highest paid actor in acting, but he is The Rock. He is one of the most electrifying people in sports entertainment in all time. He is one of the top probably 10 wrestlers of all time.
Yeah.
I would say maybe top 5, but I would definitely say top 10. He is.
It doesn't matter what you think of his career or who you think of him as a person. He's incredibly successful, and I give all props to him because he's worked at it. He has worked at his career. He started as a wrestler, and then he's now he's got an acting career.
He was on the 96 Miami Championship team.
Yeah,
that won the national title, and he sat on the bench. He didn't even play. That's crazy, bro. He thought when he got to college he was on his way. Oh man, I'm gonna be a top 10 draft pick and this and that. It didn't happen for him, dude.
Yeah,
it was crazy, bro. And then now it's going to continue from there.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy, if he's going to be in this movie, I can't wait to see him, dude. He can act, and he's a mountain of a man, bro. He's huge, man.
You need to be to play the Rock,
huge,
the younger
bro.
Rock.
Yeah, he's huge, man.
I mean, even when he was younger back then, he was still pretty freaking huge.
Right.
I mean, the Rock is just he's essentially Goliath. A Goliath would crap his pants looking at the Rock. Yeah. But back then, even then, he was pretty huge with the crappy haircut and the turtleneck shirts.
And with the poofy hair.
Yeah, the poofy hair made him look weird.
But yeah, I would say this is probably going to be a pretty cool role. Whatever he gets, he's going to tear it up. Hopefully he gets some dialogue and he just doesn't stand around in a suit and brood, and say like hello like one time in the whole movie. Hope it's nothing like that. Hope he's got some really juicy stuff to work with.
Yeah, a lot of that sounds like. I really like the fact that a lot of these actors are getting really personal with a lot of their craft, especially like the people who can actually like afford these kinds of movies. It reminds me of like the movie called Honey Boy, which is Shia LaBeouf's passion project. Was about him growing up because he was a Disney Channel original actor, and his like behind the scenes turmoil of doing this.
He lives in a hotel, man.
Yeah,
that's crazy, bro.
Especially like Shia LaBeouf, like I don't think he's like on the level of some other actors when it comes to like successful career, but he's still a successful actor.
Yeah.
And like coming from where he comes from and like seeing like his betrayal of his dad, like to be clear, I haven't seen all of the movie, but I've seen like the important scenes with like him playing his dad.
I liked Peanut Butter Falcon.
Yeah, Peanut Butter Falcon was really good too.
Yeah.
But to see him play his own dad, I'm wondering like what the behind the scenes of that kind of stuff was like, because like, hey dad, I'm gonna play you. Like I don't know how his relationship with his dad is in real life.
I'm gonna play you that you're a really up dad too,
Yeah, like that's a messed up relationship. Yeah. That is a freaky relationship. The fact that his dad like treated him like that, like essentially for personal gain. And you have to wonder, like, how many parents actually treat, maybe not to that extreme, but you have to wonder, like, how many parents actually treat their kids like that to get on these Disney shows. And like it's Disney, it's like happy-go-lucky, and like how many parents are like saying like I'm going to take advantage of my kid, and they're going to get on the Disney Channel original show?
A lot. A lot of parents.
It weirds me out.
I know, man.
Like either way, but yeah, Peanut, like he's had a really good, like he's getting a lot really interesting with his projects now. Like Peanut Butter Falcon was really, really good, and also behind the scenes of that movie was really cool too.
And the guy who's playing Hawkman, he played Jim Brown in A Night in Miami. I forgot his name, but they show a picture of him in the gym, and he's like getting huge as Hawk. Black Adam's gonna be a pretty dope movie, dude. Mm-hmm. And then freaking Pierce Brosnan playing Dr. Fate.
Oh baby.
So you have Hawkman, Dr. Fate, Black Adam, and whoever this guy's gonna play in this movie, dude. I can't.
I'm telling you, DC's got a good lineup for the future. They just need to get their crap straight. Warner Bros. My goodness.
They're gonna get this story straight.
Dear God, we need to understand what's going on. We don't need like an old lady in the theater. Like, wait a minute, I saw the Snyder Cut. Doesn't make sense? I really
wish that Black Adam was the bad guy in Shazam. That would have made a lot more sense.
I know. Like for what it was okay. For a first movie, it worked really well, and like it established the character Shazam. And Zachary Levi did an amazing, perfect casting for Shazam. And the second one directed by the same director.
Speaking of, sorry, I don't go all pudding, but speaking of Zachary Levi, remember I told you I read about a movie he's making, a Kurt Warner movie, a football movie. It comes out this
Zachary Levi?
Yeah, he's gonna play Kurt Warner.
You didn't tell me about this.
Oh well, I thought I told you. Well, anyways, I read this movie. It's coming out in I think October.
Okay,
but it's a football movie, and he's playing Kurt Warner.
Okay.
I don't know. I love Kurt Warner, man. He wasn't a Dallas Cowboy, but he's one of my favorite guys. Because one day he's freaking bagging groceries, the next day he's the Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah.
One season later, and
I mean, there's no good movies like made about the Dallas Cowboys because we suck.
No, it's not that. It's just that it's a good story. And Zachary Levi he's pretty awesome, man. We'll see what he does.
Oh, I love me some Zachary Levi.
Yeah, but I can't wait to see Black Adam, and Homeboy being freaking cast is nothing but good news. So.
Oh yeah. But anyway, like to the most recent news, we have the new Game of Thrones series that HBO Max is going to be doing, House of Dragons. The new cast has come about. You said about four new main characters for the series, but we're going to have a bunch of other movies of original characters that are going to be returning for this series, such as younger Starks. The Targaryens are said to be returning as well. You explain the story because you know this better than I do.
It's set 25 years. 25 years before Game of No. It's set 250 years before the episode in the Game of Thrones where like House Targaryen has got a lot of members and they're strong and they rule over Westeros, and they're gonna have a civil war. Like there's something happens between the four main characters of the family, and they split into two factions, and that's what starts the Targaryen civil war. So I don't know, man. It sounds pretty cool. They got Patty Constantine as Viserys Targaryen.
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully, can we put a picture of him up?
Yeah.
When
boom, boom. Here's a picture.
Okay, well, this guy right here is playing the lead Targaryen. I like Patty Constantine. He's been in a couple movies I like. I want to see him. I don't know. I can't really picture with long, like white blonde hair. He kind of looks. I don't know.
Long flowing locks.
And he's like the main like he's the king.
Okay.
He's on the throne, and then his wife is.
Wait, didn't you say like his wife? Like, okay, for those of you who don't know Game of Thrones, there's a lot of weird stuff happening. By weird stuff, I mean there's a lot of incest. There's a lot of weird stuff. So, did you say earlier that he was going to be like his wife was his sister?
No. Okay, this
that comes later. Okay, it comes
okay.
later. Great.
Okay, he's the king, and then this girl Emma D'Arcy as Rhaena Targaryen plays his daughter.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, and then this chick is playing his wife. Where's it? Olivia Cook as Alice Hightower.
Mm-hmm.
She's the girl from Ready Player One.
Yeah, she's
Artemis.
great.
Well, she's playing Homeboy. She's playing Homeboy's wife.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, and then Matt Smith plays his brother, Daemon Targaryen, the Doctor Who guy. He's playing his younger brother, so he's second in line to get the throne.
Mm-hmm.
And then this guy right here, Ryan Effens, or the dude from Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He's playing his hand, and he's his wife's father.
Gotcha.
So when Homeboy dies for some reason, his wife's supposed to take over, but his sister marries his brother, and they're gonna take over the throne.
Okay.
Because Targaryens marry each other.
Of course.
It's like Egypt. So it already sounds like some Game of Thrones shit already, dude. Like,
yeah.
And it's not like Cersei and Jaime where they're behind closed doors. They don't care. Oh, sorry. They don't care. They don't care about it. They don't care about who sees it because it's
they're
legit.
just doing it out in the open.
It's legit. So
like I'm dating my sister, and there's no problem.
And then Patty Constantine's character has that dragon they were talking about.
Yeah.
Where his skull is in the keep at the bottom of the Game of Thrones of the red keep.
Yep.
Yeah. So
red keep.
J.J.R. Martin's in charge of it. It sounds pretty dope.
That's what makes me happy. That is the only reason I'm super interested in this series is because J.R. Martin is giving the okay, is giving his stamp approval.
And then the wife of the guy that dies, she starts her own faction of Targaryens because some are loyal to her,
yeah,
and loyal to him. And then some split with the others, the brother and the daughter. They're loyal, and it's like a war amongst each other. So that sounds pretty cool.
I want to ask you a question, like from a person who's seen season 8, and you have your personal opinions about season 8. I have my personal opinions about season 8. But why don't you give me your thoughts on the last season of Game of Thrones, and then tell me why you think this is going to be better or worse, and tell me why this is going to be different.
Because they're not waiting on J.J.R. Martin anymore.
Yeah.
Like on season 8, they kind of postponed it because they were trying to give him time to finish the book.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't finish the book. He went and wrote whole nother book.
Yeah.
And then finally wrote the end to the Game of Thrones. So they had to come up with their own story, and then they had the writers, the stoppage and stuff. And I don't know, man. I thought it was okay. It wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
But it wasn't good. It definitely season 8 was definitely better than Rise of Skywalker.
Every movie is better than that.
I'm saying compared to like a narrative, like the whole ending.
As a narrative, it finishes it, in a way where it doesn't make 100% sense, but at least it concludes in a way where I could see that. It's not great. It didn't conclude in the best way possible. There are so many arcs that were just skipped out or done terribly.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I can't apologize. I just had to like it for what it was.
Yeah. But
on this one, it's like he's writing it, so we're not waiting on him. It's his thing.
Yeah.
And the plot sounds kind of messed up. Like I said, it's incest.
But it sounds Game of Thrones.
But it sounds really Game of Thrones-y.
And Game of Thrones is messed up.
And Game of Thrones is messed up. So.
There are several times this is a great story.
Old girl marries her uncle so they can, it just, oh my God, it just...
Look, there's so many times where Game of Thrones, hardcore fans, this is such an interesting and good story, and I do not want to watch this.
And then also we were talking about we don't know what families are around.
Yeah.
We know the Starks are around.
Yeah.
But we don't know what other houses are around 250 years from then because houses get erased. We've seen get erased. Highgarden, that family, the Martell, or not the Martells, what they're called. Anyways, that family, get freaking wiped out. So there's no telling who's around. Maybe the Lannisters aren't even the Lannisters yet. Maybe they're poor, they're peasants. I don't know, man. Give me more Game of Thrones, man. Give me some more. No, give me some more in this world. I love this world. Yeah. It's amazing, dude. It's like Lord of the Rings for grown-ups, dude.
Yeah, man.
Give me some more of this, dude.
I'm confident for two reasons. Number one, because it's HBO. And the thing that HBO has done that other people have not necessarily like negated from, but they have balls. They're able to do like whatever they want with their shows. Like in Game of Thrones, like there is pretty much no censorship whatsoever.
No.
They show everything. Brutality, like all that stuff. And like sometimes all that stuff is like uncomfortable to watch, but it's still like it shows you the brutality, it shows you like the real events, and like that goes for their movies, that goes for like other projects, and they have balls, and I respect them for it. And J.J.R. Martin is giving this his stamp of approval. He's in the creative process, he's continually working with them, and he did sort of with season 8, but the fact is like they rushed him, and they rushed the process, and they should have waited. They didn't, and that was the reason why.
They cut season 8 into 2 seasons just to give him more time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean, even so, like the story's not complete.
I know.
And they rushed. So
That's what I'm saying, though. They gave him all that time, and it still wasn't enough. You know
I know.
What I mean? You know?
Like part of it, I do like blame J.R. Martin because like I know he's a great writer. He's so slow. Finish the freaking book already.
Like I wonder if his character has a Valyrian steel sword. Oh, and his dragon. These dragons have like saddles on them.
Yeah.
And armor, and like it's gonna look sick, dude. It's
gonna be.
These
lovely.
are like battle dragons and stuff. It doesn't come out till 2022, but they're starting now. So
we'll be there with all the brutality, all the uncomfortable incest brutality.
They had one where it was called The Long Night.
Yeah.
They shot a pilot, and the HBO didn't go. They didn't take it. Mm-hmm. So they've already had people attempt to make prequel movie shows out of this, and if it's not good, HBO will shoot it down.
That does mean I'm like that because that means they're picky with their content.
Yeah,
it's like that's not good enough, which is weird because they thought season 8 was good enough, but whatever. I'm not gonna 100% fault them for that.
Like I'm still waiting on this freaking Lord of the Rings show from Amazon.
Yeah,
I keep hearing that they're shooting or not shooting and delaying. I
don't know what's happening with that, and it always seems weird coming from Amazon because that seemed like the 4th best place to watch movies. And
who would you
Amazon,
like?
they're
who
doing
would you like
Lord
to
of the Rings.
See what studio, TV studio would you like to see get Lord of the Rings? Who do
Definitely
you think
not Disney because they're gonna just mess it up.
Yeah.
Honestly, HBO.
Yeah.
HBO and
Warner Brothers, man.
No, HBO. Again, they have balls. I respect HBO for their balls.
And they show they can do the scope and make it look good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with the armies and the weapons and the shields and the armor, it looks authentic. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm ready.
Excited too. Yeah, we'll check it out, man.
All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. This is the Zilla Boys Podcast. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel, the Zilla Boys Podcast. We upload a bunch of podcasts every single week, and occasionally we do a watch party. Speaking of watch parties, go like and subscribe to our Zilla Boys Podcast.
Wait a second. Mortal Kombat
Watch Party. What am I doing? Go watch our Mortal Kombat Watch Party. We also have podcasts on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts.
There we go.
Yeah, and those other places, and pretty much anywhere where you can get podcasts. Check us out there. And once again, thank you for those of you who subscribe. For those of you who continue to listen
83, baby, what's up?
83 subscriber. Every subscriber means a lot to us. We appreciate everyone who subscribes.
Even ourselves, good. We subscribe to ourselves.
Yeah. Supposed to keep that under wraps. You're not supposed to say.
That's right. We're not supposed to say that.
No, we're pitiful. We subscribe to ourselves. But yeah, Ernesto, let's get out of here.
Roll those credits, baby. Thank y'all, everybody.
5, 4, 3.